And the man only took soda because he was born again Christian.
soda na unit.
And each evening, the man bought him good dinner. And then he would drop him at his house as he goes away. After doing that for about 3 months, this young man treated the old man so much like a father figure. But he did not know the agenda of this 60-year-old man. When this knew that now it is time to strike, he invited him for dinner in a hotel. Like where I'm staying. And he carried some pill for making him to sleep. So as the young man was taking the soda and they were chatting, he excused himself and went to the toilet. When he went to the toilet, this Mzee put a drug in his soda. So the young man comes back, he takes the soda, takes the soda, and then he begins to feel like his head is going round. He was wondering, he asked the man, what's wrong? It looks like and the man said, no, you are okay. You keep drinking. You are okay. And then he calls 2 of the male waiters. He calls them. He tells them, my friend here has had too much to drink. I want you to hold him and take him to the room I booked. At that time, this man is almost unconscious. He took him to the room. Around midnight is when this young man was gaining conscious. He was feeling a lot of pain from behind. A lot of pain. When he put his hand there, he noticed some liquid. And he wondered. So when he moved, he knocked some human body. So he rushed where the door was and switched on the light. Lo and behold, he saw the 60-year-old man wearing the Adamic suit. Do you know the Adamic suit? He was naked and he was sleeping and having an intercourse with him. The man screamed and the hotel staff came. And because this young man has money, when the hotel staff brought in the police, this old man paid the police more than 100,000 Kenya shillings. And they turned the case around and said, he booked this room, and at night, this young man they are finding here, he came in to rob him. And the boy was arrested. And by the time now I was coming to meet him for counseling through an organization that I serve called IJM. This young man was now 29 years but 2 years inside prison. Sexually abused and wrongfully imprisoned. What do you think is going on in his head? What do you think is going on in the mind of that man? What do you think is going on in the mind of your child, your man, your husband, your wife? who was raped in the same manner.
Nyokwani womrije loso to makoni koko kile
Unspoken pain. Unspoken pain.
Apipil na mjipara limo kini jotunganan.
There is no man who can go and tell another man somebody did to me. How can you tell them? How do you begin? How do you start? You just suffer, you cry. You could be one of them. There are things in this world that can cause you to fail, to arise, and to shine. Some of them could be as simple as my father refused to take me to school. He had the money, but said they don't educate girls. He had the money, but he wanted me just to stay without going to school. And you are very bitter about with that. Let me tell you, it doesn't matter how old you are when you are here. Any anger, any bitterness, anything you hold against your father or your mother, I can assure you from here, you can never arise. You can never shine. You can never subdue. There are some people who are suffering in this world, and they have no idea why they are going through the problems they are going through. Yet it is because they hold a grudge against their father or their mother. If you have anything against your mother, if you have anything against your papa, it is a moment you need to go before God. Some of us may long be dead. Some of them still be alive. You need to make what you call a restitution. So that in 2026, nothing is going to hold you back. Let the spirit of your father or mother lie in peace. Release yourself. Disentangle yourself. So that God can lift you up and take you to new horizons. The time is now. The time is now that God is calling on us. Then there are some people who could be sitting here. I want you to be noting those things down. Those are the ones we are going to be praying and interceding for. There are somebody who could be sitting here. Your marriage or the family is characterized by conflict. The home is just full of abuses. People calling each other names. There is no peace. There is no warmth. There is no affection. There is no love. Everybody in the home is just an individual. You could be here. I want you to know, in such a home, it is what we call a toxic environment. Nobody can arise. Nobody can shine. Nobody can succeed from such a home. So I want us to know, even the parents who are conflicting and fighting most of the time, they cannot be good parents to their children. Because children are looking for a role model. If you are abusing their mother, if the mother is abusing their father, if you are calling your children the names of dogs, and you expect them to shine in school, and sometimes I hear some parents saying you are as stupid as your mother. And this is most likely the father people. Father, when a child is doing very well, that is daddy's child. Did you hear that? When a child is doing very well in school, that is daddy's child. When the child is doing badly, when their behavior is bad, that is mama's baby. I want you to know something. All children are okay. You have been given an opportunity to mold and shape that child. That child cannot arise and cannot shine. I have a number of parents who come to me, single parents, with children who have mental illness. Or children who have a physical disability. I am told that their father, when they learned and knew from the doctor that this child has a permanent condition, they abandoned the child. That's why I'm saying, you women, you are special. Tell you the woman next to you are special. Women are special. Let me tell you, it does not matter how the child looks like. It does not matter the level of disability.